These are various thoughts I have on different food things. I don't have a very good filming spot in my room. I'm on this chair, this like actually rather nice living room chair. You know, the ones that kind of have the texture of a sofa that I never sit in. I don't sit on this chair. My cats sit on this chair more than I do, and it's full of fur. That's what happens when you have like a secondary cuck chair in your room. It like it gets demoted to being where you put your things and also your pets. Did you like put the pets here? No. Back on topic. These are kind of a list of various thoughts I have on different food things within the context of my country, the Philippines. First, on the order of soda, the great Coke and Pepsi debate. The great Coke and Pepsi. On the great Coke versus Pepsi debate, I have a very specific opinion on this, a very specific thought. Coke is generally better. Coke, a solid 9 times out of 10, I would agree, is better than Pepsi. However, when extremely cold, when very, very cold, Pepsi is better. And that's kind of crazy, but hear me out. From my experience, when Coke is really cold, for some, this is the part of the appeal, it kind of stings the back of your throat. Like, it's kind of ouchy back there, but Pepsi doesn't have that. Pepsi is a cleaner taste. It tastes like soda because they pretty much taste the same. Pepsi is just slightly watered down, which is why most of the time it tastes worse. But in this very specific instance, that's kind of what makes Pepsi better. Like, it's cleaner, it's crisper. It's like a nice hug as opposed to getting, you know, crushed by like an Iron Maid or something. Fucking vice gripped by flavor. That's opinion number one. That's opinion / thought number one. Number two, on fast food French fries. I've had many discussions with my friends about this stuff. And by friends, I mean one specific friend. Sorry, Franco. But yeah, on the topic on fast food French fries, this is my definitive top to bottom rating. At the top is Popeyes. Popeyes has been very consistently good. It's bar none the most spiced fry. Most fast food places don't really think, at least the big ones, they don't really think to do that much with their fries since they're kind of an afterthought. They know that people are there for the chicken or the burger / the meat thing. Fries are an afterthought. But Popeyes, with their Cajun American, wherever they're from, influence, has decided to come in with a fucking bulldozer with those really nice fries, the orange one, the very crunchy one. They got flavor. These days, it's not as spiced as it used to taste, in my opinion. But I still think they're very good. These days with Popeyes, the fries, when you order a meal with like fries and you get an upside, you get more fries than you actually get the chicken. There's a Popeyes near where I intern, and like I swear to God, I'll have like a giant mound of fries and the chicken's gonna be like the size of my fucking palm. I don't know what the hell that is. I don't know if if it's the other way around, the crops are eating the chickens. But anyways, Popeyes is on top. Second best, and this is where the fighting starts. KFC. KFC is the second best. Now hear me out. For a very long time, I also kind of relegated KFC fries to the side. Like, I understand that the likes of McDonald's, by the way, we'll get to that, are a lot cleaner and more popular. I understand that. However, I've been having a lot of KFC recently, and I truly think that KFC's fries are very slept on. They're very good. I almost like, these days, sometimes I like them a bit more than Popeyes, just because the Popeyes that I have go to usually they've been kind of in quality, so the things in there. But I'm still gonna put Popeyes at the top just because when they're on their A game, there's truly no compare. But KFC fries are good. Like, they're zesty. They've got like a good zing. They got flavor. They're orange, which is a good sign. It helps them stand out. I don't know what kind of fucking food sign. I don't know why their fries are more orange. I don't know if it's the potatoes or the oil or whatever the hell they put in that shit. But those are good ass fries. The only criticism I will say is, aside point, they're also thick cut. That's pretty cool. But the thing I will say about them is they're usually like, their portion sizes are really small. It probably is because they're a little bit bigger, but also like the regular packets are tiny. You'll get like what, 10 fries there? You could probably eat the entirety of like a regular pack of KFC fries with just one bite. Which like I think is a shame, because if they kind of packed it a bit more, they would sell significantly better. I guarantee that. Third best, McDonald's. Now this is the one that I've had discussions with my friends because I have friends who understandably will say McDonald's is the S tier, and like I can see that, right? They're very good fries. They're very solid. They're textbook. They're crunchy. They're salted well. You know, they're like if you get them fresh, they are very nice. My thing is they're very uninteresting. They're very boring. They're like, I think they are the standard, but in the sense that the standard is generic. It's replicatable. It's like well-made piece of toast. Like a very well-made piece of plain toast. And there are people that really like the simple things done well. And I understand that. I accept that. I'm just saying from my perspective, I think it could be more interesting. We could spice it up more. We could add pepper, which is crazy. Because if you think about it, not a lot of fast food places, like, not a lot of French fry places use pepper. I think that McDonald's is like the B tier to end all B tiers. In the sense that it is very good, but very safe. I just think that we could get more interesting. Between KFC and Popeyes that do very interesting things, yeah. Which brings me, with a heavy heart, the lowest here, which isn't to say it's bad. I'm just saying it's the worst out of the lot. Jollibee, man. Jollibee used to be my go. I love Jollibee. I have a very specific, incredibly incendiary opinion. But it's probably like delegitimize any food opinion that I'll ever give to my friends and possibly to you guys. Jollibee's French fries in particular taste better when they're soggy. I don't know why. It's just them. Like any other fry, when it gets soggy, it's gross. Actually, every other fry except KFC. KFC has a similar thing, but every other fry, when it gets soggy, it's objectively worse. But there's something about Jollibee's fries that when it gets soggy, when it fucking steams, that sounds so unappetizing. When it steams, it like unlocks the latent flavors. But point is, the reason I have to put them so low is that they're the same thing as McDo, but less consistent. Their fries aren't as consistently well. I've had runs where it's not as like solid well, it's not as cooked as well. It's honestly a toss up for me. Both are kind of like there, but I kind of have to give it to McDo just because it's more consistently well done. Like as plain as it is, they do cook it well quite often. Sometimes I'll for some reason I'll get batches with no salt. I don't know how the hell that happens, but I do like McDonald's more on average. So with a heavy heart, I have to put Jollibee on there. I kind of forgot about Bonchon while thinking of that rating. Bonchon fries are also very good. They're just kind of, there's not that much of them. If I had to put, I'd probably put them above. Yeah, I would put them above McDonald's, but below KFC. Those are my fry opinions. I might lose any legitimacy I have as someone that like gives opinions on food on some time. Those are my miscellaneous food opinions. Feel free to leave yours in the comments. I would like to hear from y'all. But anyways, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye. It's like I don't know what I sound like a crazy person here. I sound like I just went on a drug tip, saw God, and I'm trying to convince everyone that God is actually real. Not to be like, I don't know, incendiary. But like, I swear, it tastes better when it's steamed, guys. You have to believe it. This is so dumb. Okay.